Sheikh Hasina has been sentenced to death in Bangladesh, and now the biggest question before India is this: will New Delhi extradite the former Bangladeshi Prime Minister back to Dhaka, or will India refuse to do so? This is not just a legal dilemma, this is a full-blown geopolitical storm for India. The International Crimes Tribunal found Sheikh Hasina guilty of crimes against humanity. Now, the Muhammad Yunus-led interim government is expected to ramp up pressure on New Delhi to send Hasina back. So far, Bangladesh has not sent an official formal extradition request, but sources say now that the death penalty has been pronounced, Dhaka may push harder, even if just for public optics. In April this year, during the BIMSTEC summit in Bangkok, Yunus reportedly hinted to Prime Minister Narendra Modi that Hasina should be stopped from criticizing the interim government from Indian soil, where she is right now. Analysts believe that Dhaka might have avoided pushing for extradition if Hasina kept quiet. But now, with a death sentence declared, Bangladesh may want to be seen demanding her return. And that puts India in a very tight spot. On paper, India and Bangladesh do have an extradition treaty signed in 2013, ironically when Sheikh Hasina herself was the Prime Minister of Bangladesh. But buried inside that treaty is a crucial clause: India can reject extradition if the charges appear politically motivated. However, here's the catch: the treaty also lists crimes that cannot be considered political, including murder, kidnapping, bombings, and terrorism. Sheikh Hasina has been convicted of murder and genocide, so rejecting the request on political charge grounds becomes complicated. And then there is clause 10.3, which makes things even tougher for India. Under this clause, Bangladesh does not even need to provide full proof. An arrest warrant issued by any court, even a district court, is enough to demand extradition. Now, a tribunal has already found her guilty. If Dhaka now issues an arrest warrant, legally, the pressure on India skyrockets immediately. So the big question: can India still say no? According to legal and diplomatic experts, the answer is yes, but only through very specific escape routes within the treaty, the extradition treaty. If the case filed in India conflicts with Bangladesh's request, if any case is filed here in India involving Hasina, New Delhi can legally delay or decline extradition. If extradition is not in the interest of the judicial process, India can say no. India can argue that the charges, trial, or sentencing in Bangladesh do not meet judicial fairness standards. A broad interpretative clause giving India room to discuss it. India can also argue that conditions in Bangladesh raise concerns about Hasina's safety and her right to a fair trial in Bangladesh. This alone could be grounds for refusal by India. So now India faces a multi-layered dilemma in Hasina's case. On one side, a formal extradition treaty, a guilty verdict, a death sentence. Meanwhile, on the other hand, political optics, regional influence, humanitarian concerns, and New Delhi's strategic interests. If Bangladesh pushes hard, India will be under tremendous pressure. But the decision is far, far from simple. The battle is no longer just legal, it is political, it is diplomatic, it is moral as well, and it will shape India-Bangladesh ties for years to come.